I'm trying to achieve the impossible here. I'm trying to do a blog the morning after a big game amidst the scheduling of the IPL. It is the most grueling cricket assignment in the world. So there you are. The other thing, of course, is that I'm trying to pick a team of the IPL. And that is the most impossible assignment to do, simply because no two people will ever agree with what the team is, and they won't agree because their considerations will be very different. So when you look at the team that I've picked, view it through the lens that I have, through the consideration that I have in mind. Yours could be completely different. You could be an analyst and you could crunch the numbers and you could look at which player goes best in which situation. That's actually a very good way to do it. That would be your team. Or you could be a fan and you could say, no, but I like this player. And that's fine too, because that is your team. Similarly, this is my team. So let me explain my considerations first of all. Number one, I like to pick a team where the players are in positions that are very close to the positions in which they actually played in the Tata IPL. No more than one position up or down. Otherwise, you just go to the orange cap, which is a meaningless thing anyway, and just pick the top six batters. And that's not the place they played in. So that doesn't make much sense. So that is what I would like to do. And I've not picked an impact sub in my team because that just makes it too easy. And I don't like the impact sub. You go out and you play for your country and it's not there. It's a very easy team to pick with the impact sub. I like teams where you have to make the most of the 11 that you have. Try and squeeze an over in here somewhere. Look for another skill there somewhere. So my team has no impact sub. And my team, the players will be in positions very similar to where they actually played. So let's start. Number one, easiest of all, Sai Sudarshan was the number one opening batter in this Tata IPL. Well over 700 runs, very good strike rate, very good, solid, stable opening batter. So no discussion there in my mind at all, Sai Sudarshan. Now, the other opener, you could go across a wide range of openers. You could look at Arya or Prabh Simran. You could look at Kohli or Salt. You could look at Abhishek. You could look at Rahul. You could look at Mitch Marsh. You can go down the entire list and you won't be wrong because that is how good the openers were in this tournament. But what are you looking for from the opener? If you're looking at an explosive opener to go alongside Sai Sudarshan, and then maybe you're looking at a right-hander. Maybe you're looking at someone like Mitch Marsh, who had a fabulous tournament. But the team that I have structured doesn't bat very deep because none of the bowlers bat. And so I want a little bit more substance without compromising too much on explosiveness. And that leaves you with two players, really. That leaves you with Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli. I liked very much what I saw of Virat Kohli this year. Sometimes he was even taking the lead over Phil Salt at RCB. He was getting a move on quickly. He struck at just about 150 or so. So I'm quite happy to have the substance of Virat Kohli to go with the extra speed of Sai Sudarshan. So left, right, that is my opening combination. 3 was very easy. Nicholas Puran. He just hit sixes for fun. He scored more than 500 runs. He had a strike rate of 196 and he's a left-hander. So Nicholas Puran is my number 3. He will also keep wicket. Then you come to 4 and 5. What a season those two have had. Shreyas Iyer as captain, leading the side through, playing some extraordinary innings. The innings he played against Mumbai Indians in the qualifier, really, to go into the final was, to my view, one of the top 2 or 3 innings played in this year's tournament. So Shreyas Iyer is my pick at number 4. Also, remember, he gets 600 runs, but he gets them at a strike rate of 176. I would have loved to have Surya Kumar Yadav at number 4. That's why I said no more than one number either way. And so Sky, the best middle overs batter in the tournament, is my number 5. He had a fabulous tournament. I mean, you take Surya Kumar Yadav out and you see what the Mumbai Indians are achieving. He held that side together and he held it at a strike rate of 160 plus. So my top 5, I'm very, very happy with my top 5. Now comes the issue. At 6 and 7, you want someone who can give you 2 roles. You can look for a seam bowling all-rounder and a spin bowling all-rounder ideally, or you could look at, and that was my first exercise, look at a player like Heinrich Klaasen, or if you're looking at an Indian player, you look at an Ashutosh, a Shashank, a Nehal Vadera, or my favorite in that number, Naman Dhir, who you're going to hear a lot of in the years to come. But then you only have 5 bowling options, one of whom, my left arm spinner, is Akshar Patel. And most days he'll give you 4 overs, but when you have Akshar Patel, you have another spinner, you want a 6th bowling option, you want a seam bowling all-rounder. Now, here's my exercise for you. Look through the entire Tara IPL. Find me a seam bowling all-rounder. There were a few, but with the impact sub, they've all gone away. And so you don't have a choice, really. And that is the reason I have to go to Hardik Pandya as my number 6. I think he should have bowled a lot more than he actually did, but he's the captain. So Hardik Pandya and Akshar Patel are my 6 and 7 only because I want another bowling option. As I said in my first list, I had either of Heinrich Klaasen or Naman Dhir. Now I'm down to the bowlers. I've got 4 overs between Akshar Patel and Hardik Pandya, so I'm going with the 4 best bowlers in the tournament. Josh Hazlewood was fantastic. I mean, Josh Hazlewood didn't play all the games and he gave you 21 wickets at 8.3. Then there's Jasprit Bumrah. This was his tournament. I mean, he comes from a different planet. You look at all the numbers. At one point, I looked at the numbers and it said for anyone who'd bowl greater than 25 balls, the economy rate was about 9.2, 9.3. He was 6.3. There was just no comparison between him and anybody else. And you saw what happened in the last game. Just a couple of overs off target and suddenly Mumbai Indians looked a different bowling side. So Hazlewood and Bumrah, pretty easy. Do you pick Arshdeep or do you pick Prasidh Krishna? I thought Prasidh Krishna was fantastic through the middle overs in Ahmedabad, which was the best batting strip of all. He picked up wickets and went at a pretty decent economy rate. So I'm going Prasidh Krishna, who had 25 wickets at 8.3. So those are my 3 quicks, plus the seam bowling all-rounder. Now I need a second spinner. I would have loved to have Kuldeep Yadav, but his season just tapered away. Varun Chakravarti there, yeah, I mean, he bowled beautifully at times, but it's very difficult to look beyond a young player who delivered 24 wickets at a tad over 8 and over. So Noor Ahmed completes my team, and as I said earlier, there is no impact sub. And the other thing that I like about this team is there's representation from everywhere. That's not how I meant it to be. I picked the best players, but that is how I meant it to be. So this is my team of the IPL based on performances in this year's IPL and the considerations that I had for you. I mean, otherwise, you never form a team without a Rashid Khan, for example. But this was not his year, so he's not in that squad. So tell me what you think of it. And I'll tell you what you're going to do even better. Make your team, because that means you're studying form, you're studying numbers, and that is fantastic at the Tara IPL. So cheers.